Okay, so let's actually begin now. Thank you for the wait. And I know some of you have been looking forward to this ever since the announcement that I am replaying Tokyo Extreme Racer 2025. And let's at least relive one more time the opening cinematic before we actually start. So I would at least also say that prior to full release, I originally had planned to upload the Import Tuner Challenge part where I face off against Phantom 9. Unfortunately, due to work overwhelming me and swamping me as my day job, I was not able to find time to continue on the animation, but I will still continue it. I cannot release that episode of ITC until I get that opening animation done. So think of it as an incoming teaser of Tokyo Extreme Racer the anime, courtesy of yours truly, via ITC. But what we're gonna focus now is we're gonna take a bit of a step back, and we are going to go through day zero of TXR 2025. Will you continue from early access or will it be a full reset? Underworld Gaming, thank you. I'm actually about to say that. I'm actually getting there, and my answer to that is I am going to do a full reset with a twist. There is a certain twist here. Remember, when we finished the early access, a few days after, mods started to appear. So you know what I'm getting at here. And even in full release, it still works. I actually still have the file, but the opening part here, we are going to do a full reset, and then we're gonna reload that part if ever it does get deleted. Alright, so we're gonna start off here. New game. We're actually also going to see a lot of the new changes at the early half of stage 1 and 2. What is kept, what is changed, mostly what is changed compared to full release. And I already know. Cinderella, Midnight Cinderella, after Midnight Cinderella, past Midnight, whichever her name is, she gave the rights to Battle of the Empire to somebody even more deserving of it. So yeah, she no longer has rights to Fatal Moment and Battle of the Empire, but I already know, thanks to spoilers, that she has her own theme song when we get to race her. So the first thing that you are going to see is there are perk tree restrictions. So it says, in this game, you can strengthen your character by unlocking various items through the perk tree. Unable to change the challenge midway through. So we have the option between enjoy and challenge. So this means for newcomers, or for those who are already familiar thanks to early access, with enjoy mode, there are no restrictions, meaning the restrictions normally applies of you need to beat certain characters to unlock certain perks. Meanwhile, challenge, restricted, the perk items are disclosed gradually. This is the experience that we've had during early access. The proper progression, the grind till you earn. You have to earn the right to certain perks. So, for this case, it doesn't matter for us at this point. It doesn't matter what we're going to pick because, like I said, we have a reset with a twist. So, let's go to enjoy. We'll actually see what happens there. So, opening screen, it still comes out to let's buy you a car you love. Apparently, the opening is still the 3 cars which we've seen in early access. We have the ND Roadster. We have the Suzuki Swift. And the third car is we have the AE Hachiroku. So, like I said, it doesn't matter what we're gonna pick here. So we're gonna drain our funds dry. We're just gonna put out the ND just to get it over with. Also, I think I have disabled autosave, so I hope my save file does get retained. It doesn't I hope it doesn't unalive my previous save file. So, buying. We use the root access, so that's the same. Just to be sure. Okay, good. Autosave is disabled. And also, our controls are retained. So what I can see here, everyone, what we can see here, back in early access, none of the boxes in yellow, nor the numbers, or nor the arrow that you see here, they are not there in early access. They've enhanced even the simplest of tutorial screens for the casual gamer. So that is one of the new things that we're going to see when we start off our own progression of TXR. So also, one of the bigger things is additional rules. So upon clicking, you see here, when enabled, water oil temperatures will fluctuate and tires will wear out even outside of battle. But you will earn more credit points when you win a battle. Now, for those who have just played it because it is trending, not because you have played the previous TXR titles, water and oil temperatures were a staple back in Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3. Tire wear is a very common staple in almost all TXR titles. 0 had it, but you do not have an indicator. In 3, you have the indicator, which is simply put, when your tires are gonna burn, they're just gonna burn, and the tire icon will start blinking. And in the Kaido Battle series, you have the gauge that when you fill it up, you're dead. So I'll enable it for the sake of us seeing what it looks like. So more on the menu. So not much to go around here at the tutorial segment. So we only got garage and option. So the only thing left for us to do is to go in. Oh, it was also apparent in Import Tuner Challenge, but it wasn't as prominent. That is correct, as stated by 16 Blue Moon. If you follow my Import Tuner Challenge Let's Plays, you can see that I could have gone a full day without going to the pits or without resetting, because the effect of the tire wear and the water temperature gauges were negligible. As far as water temperature gauges are concerned, they make it even less subtle or less obvious because of the implementation of customized interiors where you can buy water and temperature and engine gauges. But you barely could hit the peak, well, at least as far as our progression is concerned. Okay, and on the map, they make it even more clear. So back then, objective and rival, back then there is no indicator for the sides. It is a good QOL, quality of life update. Right button, left button. So back then you have to open up this little icon here on the side just to see who are the challengers there. But now you don't need to, just because with a press of a keyboard key or with a press of the right button on your controller, you can now see who your rivals are at. So it's easier to navigate, easier to plan out like which rivals you think are going to show up. So will you race or will you just skip out on the next day? So we're gonna go into the ramps. By the way, default hotkeys for the controller is still the same as in early access. So there is no how can I say this? No segments for you to actually customize. Oh, this is new. The title of Fast is never fading, no matter how the times change. They got more epic with the intro. The roar of exhaust, headlights slicing through the darkness. Accelerators pressed to their limits. Now, a new soul has appeared on the circular route. The soul, once a nobody, awakens the moment it steps on this stage. The instinct of racing awakens. Wow, we never had this in early access. I hope you guys remember. I hope you guys recall that. And they went more on the cinematic style. Will this mean, are we gonna lose out on the rap, on the R&B mixtape? Because I kind of miss rapping. But if it's gone, then it's gone. It is what it is. So okay, same. They also updated the still images for when you challenge a rival. My hotkeys are still the same. The ND Roadster still shifts like it takes forever. And it's still the left button L3 for us to be able to challenge somebody. Also, remember the RX-7 FC and FD back in the initial the arcade stage? This is already one of their QOLs per se, an indicator to let you know when it's the right time to shift up. Really helpful for beginners. And as you can see there on the gauges that you see, left and right, you got for slipstream, controlling your input for the gas. Okay, you can earn CP by winning SP battles. CP is needed to buy an upgrade, yada yada yada, yep. Okay, about tire durability. This one is this one's kind of new. Driving will gradually accumulate damage on your tires as the damage increases, grip strength weakens, making it harder to maintain traction and easier to slip. Returning to the garage replaces your tires with new ones and resets damage. Additionally, the nitro system will be automatically refilled. Okay, let's return to the garage. But in true Genki fashion, you can still stick around so that if you want to grind more CP credit points, we can by just simply racing Timid Challenger one more freaking time until he's not fed up anymore. And let's actually go over the gauges that you can see here. So you can see that the clusters have their own TXR flare. You got your water temperature, your oil temperature on the upper right of your tachometer if you have it enabled. All the other indicators that you can see there, you got your ABS, your TCS, it triggers when you are in certain cases. I hear TCS is always on, so be wary about that. Indicator for the parking brake. Also, if you're gonna flash your headlights when challenging some people, it's also there. I don't know if the warning sign up there, if it indicates something. Hopefully it doesn't. Usually that means like engine failures IRL. But let's see how that plays out as we continue progressing. And we're seeing even more variety on the traffic cars. Like earlier, I could see there was a Honda Beat, the Daihatsu Copen, and the Wagon RR joins the fray of other customizable, not actually customizable. They are in-game, but they are also part of traffic. So it's kind of good and neat to see there's a lot of traffic variety. If you started in TXR3, this will be a breath of fresh air for y'all. If you started as early as TXR0, this is nothing new. And also on the right side, the left side, next to the tire wears, you can see the gauges for your accelerator, your brake, your parking brake, and I don't know if this is the reverse one. Oh no, wait, that's change view. So it's still the same four views: bumper, hood, wide, and normal chase. And also down there you can see a slipstream indicator on your vehicle. So let's actually see how far or what speed you need to be at for slipstream to trigger. Because it was one of the better QOLs that we have seen. So maybe I think we need to be like 150 or so. Oh no, 120. We have to be at least above 100 so that slipstream triggers. So for now, let's return to the garage. And you can clearly see there's already a new change, which is the font that they've used on the UI. Right, your first victory. While basking in excitement and enjoying the night breeze in the parking area, a stranger appeared. A confident, strikingly poised, and lively woman. Unfortunately for all watching right now, I am not gonna do the woman voice. I just came out from family activities. I'm a bit hella tired, so I'll just read it on my normal voice. I hope you guys don't mind. But I am planning to do an offline Let's Play of TXR 2025 as soon as we're done with ITC, so please look out for that. Where I am going to do the voice acting. And Wanderer, don't worry, I am not gonna simp for Cinderella, not until the offline cut. It's okay. Good evening. Nice night, isn't it? Is this your first time on the Shuto Expressway? Well, not bad at all. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. Around here, I'm known as a prominent street racer. They call me Cinderella past midnight. I actually watched your battle earlier, and it made me want to meet you in person, so I chased you all the way to this parking area. Your driving, to be honest, is still quite new. Still quite raw, but you have a certain sparkle others lack. I believe that battles between street racers are a form of communication. You'll meet many street racers here, though dozens, even hundreds of battles. Who will you meet? What will you feel? And how far can you go? Don't you think it's thrilling? She is not denying the I am base of Miyogi's take of Midnight Cinderella and Speedo no Densetsu V allegations. Why do we race? She's not denying that somebody read my Fujin script's allegations. That's the question every street racer keeps deep in their heart. When you find that answer, I want to hear it on the course. Through a battle, of course. And when the time comes, I won't hold back. The woman, a street racer, Cinderella past midnight, said those words and turned to climb into her machine, a vibrant yellow car. Even striking in the midnight, effortlessly striking through the Shuto Expressway as it sped away. Why do I race? As you ask yourself that question, it almost feels like you can hear the breath of the demon that haunts the Shuto Expressway. This game is not denying the Akiyama Chronicles allegations. How many allegations are we gonna find here? Right, Narima's amateur. So, your bad name is indicated, for those who are unfamiliar, like you're seeing this for the first time, your bad names are indicated normally at the very first title you get is based on your plate number. Narima is a region, one of the cities around Japan, on certain prefectures. So if you change your plate number to certain prefectures, you're gonna get different kinds of titles. Alright, and we are going to exit. Oh, and they got a new loading screen for the transition of days, which is kind of refreshing. The garage offers various features for purchasing, la 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 la. Your story begins here and now. So what I actually like with TXR is how very straight to the point, very easy to digest the tutorial is. And of course, you get to meet Senpai, which apparently, as far as we know, is already a fan favorite. And this is what is new. You can now customize your bad name. So every title that you earn is normally split between A and B. So the more titles you unlock, are we playing as Miyogi all the long? For this one, Wonder, for the live streams, yes. If I do the offline cut, we are going to be streaming as somebody else. Night and Day hinted, Copium, maybe? Maybe? Does this mean that Racing Battle C1 Grand Prix is not a spin-off title and is canon? Alright, so if we actually enter course again... Okay, so objective-wise, none of this happens yet until we beat them. So, let us actually... This is what I'm going to do now. We're gonna go return to title. It's unsaved, mind you. If we lose the Roadster when we press continue, our original save game did not unalive itself. Okay, the moment of truth. Yeah, it unalived itself. I'ma be right back. Give me a second here, guys. Save game data. Stream price. It's a good thing I backed up my save. Alright, now the question is, if I load this thing, when I press continue, if I load this, would... You know, I'll quit game and I will load it. Don't worry. No need to panic, guys. No need to panic because I had this all planned. I expected this to happen. So... A good thing we find out these things. Yep, that's what we're going to do here. I'm doing anything and everything I can so that if you watch my live stream, you're going to actually not be in the dark and know what things are actually going on. So, hopefully this one loads. Do not unalive yourself, game. Give me... And we're back! Yes! This is the twist that I've told you about, guys. The twist that I mentioned is when somebody made a New Game Plus back in early access, I had this preserved. So, no, we are not using Shin Ayamazaki's RX-8, and actually, one, we're gonna go to Daiki. Two, we're selling this thing. I only built it for the sake of photo takings. So this is our main. And if you look closely, we're on day 5. So for the past 4 in-game days, I was just doing photo shoots left and right. But I was also building other vehicles. So we have TXR3 Midnight Cinderella. I kept her preserved ever since the early access live streams. But also, if you followed me on my Discord server, we have a Discord server, by the way. Link is on the video description. I have also built Raymond, the Lightning Angel Yamazaki. Yeah, unfortunately, until I get confirmation of a Nismo mod, I am not building Tomo. So, we're actually going in reverse here. So, again, if you've also been on my Discord server, I have rebooted. I have Kiwami'd. I have revamped my take of my own work, which is Mugen Akiyama Chronicles. So if you want to see the updated updated writing of Stupido no Densetsu Mugen Akiyama Chronicles, do join on the Discord server and just get yourself verified by clicking on the emotes, and you'll be able to access the Mugen release thread where I am releasing the chapters again with revamped writing, as I've said. So the reason why I had Raymond is because I need to do soon a photo shoot of the Lightning Angel when he faces off against Daiki. Which means we have to build our way into facing off against Matterhorn, but I doubt we get to fight Matterhorn because he requires a Z to be able to race against. So for the time being, we are just gonna be in Daiki. Again, day 5. Credits in this live stream will not be an issue. Remember, Daiki is filthy rich. This... Where's my cursor? This is a testament to that. We're keeping things literally canon as per Mugen. So, how are we going to actually, now that we have this quote-unquote modified save that I have multiple copies of, how are we going to do about this for both the live stream and offline? Remember that somebody data mined the Evo 8, the CT9A Lancer evolution in the game, but it is not available in the car roster of the current release yet. Maybe it will come out as future DLC, and I do hope that it does, alongside probably other classic models such as the SW20 MR2 for Toyota, as mentioned by Sultan Nitsi. I am hoping that they do come in as post-launch DLCs in the future, along with replay mode and other quality of life updates, and maybe map expansions. Genki, if you're watching, I hope you consider I hope you do consider map expansions like Yokohama. We're not gonna get Yaisu, okay? If they're gonna follow with the modern times, Yaisu may no longer be accessible. Maybe, I don't know. Someone who's in Japan who went to the Shuto Expressway IRL, please validate that information for us. Thank you. So, how is TXR 2025 gonna tie into my Speed Legends series? And this is my answer. TXR 2025 Miyogi's Let's Play is a what-if scenario. What if Daiki and Seiji never met? Basically, someone went back in time, moved the chair, the timeline changed. So this is technically an alternate universe Mugen. We are playing an alternate universe Mugen. Seiji never met Cinderella. Seiji never got one-on-one with Jinte. So who, if it's not Seiji, who is going to be... Oh, you can't see the rest of the server? Yeah, give me a moment there. Wait. For anyone who's joining, let me know on chat. And I am going to manually give you the verified... the verified role. For those who are actually reading through, after you go to the welcome lounge, please go to read me welcome, and you need to check the emotes there for both the car icon and the thumbs up icon. If you don't do that, you're not gonna get expansions nor the verified role. But if you did, congratulations. If you don't, please do ping me either here on YouTube or on my other YouTube videos. Okay, so going back, so welcome to Speedono Densetsu Mugen Akiyama Chronicles AU. AU meaning alternate universe. So enough talk. We're now actually going to do the grind, the official grind, the full reset of this game. So everything's changed. So by the way, the perk system that they kept mentioning. So the perks have been fully revamped, complete with all the nooks and crannies, all the cars. We got Suzuki, Toyota. They now have Honda into the mix. Where's Honda? 2 levels of Honda, starting with the Honda Life or starting with the EK Honda Civic. And the Daihatsu Copen Zero for Daihatsu. Basically, if you have the BP, you can have even more starter cars to start with. Subaru's gonna start off with that. Am I in challenge mode though? Let's go to garage here. Yeah, I am on challenge mode. I am set on challenge mode. All right. Wait. Okay. So just checking. Jason the Hedgehog, let me know if you gain access to the server. Thank you very much. All right. Normally people say that hard tires are the best. I'm gonna go with mediums because I just want to. Okay. So we're now going to actually start. So because we had the modified save, we are beyond CP limit. CP limit is dictated and updatable via the perk system. So again, money is not an issue in this Let's Play. Money won't be an issue in the offline cut. So what we're going to do, we are just gonna focus more on the main rivals and how far we could actually grind and run without stopping. So this is non-stop. How many days would it take for us to finish the game in game days without limiting much our progression? By the way, if the beeping sound gets a little annoying, you can just go to sound settings right here and turn off shift timing lamp alert sound. Not if you're in an RX-7, you may not RX-7, leave it as is. If you're not, for authenticity's sake, if you are not, better turn that thing off. And camera vibration amplitude is the camera shake when you get faster and faster. That's just a note of caution. Alright. So we have our first victim down below. Unfortunately, it means we can also replay other rivals. I'm actually glad that this mod still works. So this way we can start with any car from early access however we please. And even unlock the other ones if you really wanted a new start beyond the tutorial. Technically, Chaos Breaker 13, you are correct. So, remember in Mugen, what was Seiji's reputation there? A 50 win streak? So because Seiji no longer exists in this universe, Daiki is gonna build that win streak. So any cars in the early access, there are basically no changes in their roster, I think. If there are, do let me know. Also, by the way, parking areas would be our only pit stops if ever we get to go into said PAs. We can also challenge traffic in case you have not noticed that yet. For those who have just started out without access to this modified save, I highly recommend building up your CP by just simply racing against traffic. Except for one kind of traffic. Avoid the taxis. I'm saying it right now as your guardian angel. Avoid the taxis like the plague. But you can challenge the Dynas. Oh yeah, I have heard of that as well, Vic K. The Eclipse had a new model, so no one can make jokes about the Eclipse being an ITC Insta-Rip. Okay, from this side, we can actually like make our way to Shinkanjo, and then we'll do a loop around the outer. So for those who have already been playing the full release, please someone let me know what is that that throttle gauge on the far left? Not the one escalated. The one that's escalated is, I know that's the handbrake. There, like how soon before the handbrake kicks in. The far right one is the throttle, the middle one is the brakes. BTG plays. Nope, I don't think I have. Alright, wait. Should I race this guy? It's a rolling guy. Oh, we're locked to C1. Okay, we're locked to C1. Alright. So unfortunately, we may be forced to sleep. I mean, we're maybe forced to end the day if we get to a certain point. Because we cannot go to Shinkanjo, it seems. We're stuck in C1 until further notice. So at least we can beat the other three there. Or at least until the boss arrives. And normally for C1 inner loop, our first boss would be rolling 1 and rolling 2. Or maybe it's just rolling 1. Yeah, Prologue is locked to C1. Thank you for reminding me, Joff JDM. Like, it's been a full year. Can't believe it's been almost a full year ever since early access. Oh, that's the clutch. Alright, thank you for confirming, Sultan. So if you have a full wheel set, by the way, this game has wheel support. Really good wheel support, mind you. So if you are playing with a wheel, that already solves the mystery. The third gauge, the third vertical gauge, is for the clutch. If your wheel comes with a clutch. Okay, so we only got one more guy to race there. Yep, just one more guy, and then we can do the other loop. Like, you can also do this very same win streak approach with the base tutorial cars. It's just gonna take even longer. I thought that was Kanata. Sultan, I don't think NFS made their own. They may have ripped off the. They may have ripped off the Assetto Corsa Shotoku Revival Project version and build it off from that. Okay, there we go. Boss time. So if you really want to maximize your days, especially in prologue, do the entire lap and do to a point that you get to face off against Rolling Guy 1, the team leader. And I know my engine is about to blow. If you can see my gauge there, water temperature is now peaking. Oh, ending it with a jump. Alright, and just like with early access, the moment you beat Rolling Guy 1, the game forces you to an intermission. After finishing the battle and taking a breather at the parking area, two AE-86s entered together. Two men stepped out of their machines and started speaking to you. Hey, you're the street racer from the battle earlier. We're Rolling Guy. As you can see, we're a team of 86 drivers. We've been around the Shudo Expressway for a long time, so we made a bit of a name for ourselves. No, it's not just a name. By now, we should have the skills to back it up. I thought we're done stepping stones for new racers, but here we are. Damn, losing to a rookie like this? Leader, you went to the trouble of perfecting the car, but you've been tweaking it all over again lately, right? Maybe you should have left it as it was. Oh, by the way, it's easier now to identify who says who because of the chat boxes. It indicates left or right, so that makes it easier for you to distinguish. Because this has 95 different kinds of silhouettes. Hopefully there's more. What are you saying? You're still a rookie yourself. Geez, acting tough all of a sudden. Listen, if you want to keep running the expressways, throw away any sweet ideas about leaving things as they are. Even if you think you reach the top at some point, if you grow complacent, you'll be falling before you know it. That's the rise and fall of things. No, Rolling Guy has never reached the top. We're always on the withered side. Shut up, I said it was a metaphor, didn't I? Sorry, I got sidetracked. Daiki, I want to talk to you, so I called out. Yes, I know, I'm not gonna address myself by nickname, I'm gonna address it by our OC. You've got some skills. We may have shown a pitiful display, but the 86 driver I respect most wants to battle you. Rolling Master. He was the predecessor known as Rolling Guy 1, the title given to the leader of the team Rolling Guy. Right, so we're forced to end the day like this. Oh, wait! It's a new mixtape! I'm not singing though. The pulse of new soul, it resonates in response to the old souls. The predecessors who welcome challengers. And the challengers who inherited their will. So, if we're seeing actually the theme here, new and old souls meet, clash, and eventually blend into a rhythm. If we see here, the theme of TXR is succession and inheritance. Also, I'm liking this new mixtape. But I still love the same way they've introduced the episode. And with a proper ending. Because the old one, it never had the ending. It kept going and going and going. Alright, no new nickname unlocked, unfortunately. So, I'm actually gonna move to hards. Barely had any changes though, as what I can see. Okay, C1 Inner have opened Ginza and... Yep, because we passed through them, Shiba Koen and Ginza. Now, we can actually do this one at a time. We're gonna start off with... We're gonna start off with the Legend, followed by the Bastards, and followed by New Generation. So we're gonna do it in chronological order, story-wise. We're not going to drain the entire thing. Make sure you face the boss when you are about to finish your win streak. Kinda a bit late on that take though, normal Astra. Bobby Soldier, can you pit maneuver someone please? No! We're not that kind of player. We're not that kind of racer. Trivia. The design of Rolling Master here is exactly the same design as with Importuner Challenge. Just some food for thought. Oh, if you see there on the above us, we can see that there is an icon above Rolling Master. That is actually the perk at work. What it does though, I'm not so sure yet. Okay, so also it waits for team defeated, boss defeated sign to end before the auto slowdown kicks in. After finishing the battle, returning to the PA, 286 appear before you. The men who stepped out were a street racer you've spoken to before, Guy Number 1, and another man who resembled him closely, Rolling Master. Yo, I didn't think it was possible, but even you beat Rolling Master, my elder Aniki. Maybe we found a real monster here. I heard about you from a younger brother, Rolling Guy 1, but to have this level of skill, it's been 4 years since the rookie in the Shudo gave me this kind of chill. Yes, 4 years. This is getting interesting. More strong racers are always welcome. We might just witness the birth of a new legend. A new legend? In response to Rolling Master's words, you felt your soul tremble, the soul of a street racer lying dormant within you. Alright, On Time Oil King. So, we got a new one, a new nickname. I think, somebody correct me, I think every nickname you unlocked. Alright, wait, let me just quickly pause the sounds here. Thank you for letting me know, Vic K. Yeah, looks like it was automated by a bot, and now that bot is not. Anyone who joins after this stream, don't worry, I'm always keeping tabs on my Discord server, so anyone new, I would just assign them the verified supporter role manually. So thank you for letting me know, Vic K, and welcome to the server. So if we go here to change bad name, so there we go. All the titles you unlock, you get an A and a B. So you got On Time, Full Fledged, and Start of the Week. It can be Full Fledged Rookie, On Time Rookie. Shinigawa's we're an oil baron now, guys. So this is what I like. The fact that you can now customize your own nickname is one of the newest things that Genki has done to the TXR universe. But also, don't forget to decide after so that it would reflect. So there we go. We're now an oil baron, guys. Tanoshi desu ne! For Shine Psycho! Oh wait, wrong game. That's Kiwami too. So, okay, next we have to go to Return of the Bastards. And among the rivals that we need to face, they're all mostly in the Outbound? Yep, mostly in the Outbound. So we can actually do both challengers of the new generation and departures. So whichever of them comes first. So high chance we are going to start up on the new generation as opposed to what I said earlier. Hey, thank you very much for the greet, Victor Casteller769. By the way, Wanderer, what is up with you removing the C? We're not in China or wherever. You can just say the word fully. You don't need to censor yourself. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the new generation first, and then the bastard second. So we're gonna face off against the final member of it's not Departures. This team. Challengers. Hey, welcome aboard, Arden. Okay, because we're gonna be facing off against the boss next. I hope there's a new update. I know throughout early access up until prior to full release, some rivals have visual upgraded looks on them. And now it's a Suzuki Swift by Downhill Challenger. Am I gonna stream Sonic Racing Crossworlds? I am gonna stream it again. I already streamed it last time. I will stream it again once we get Ichibol's Kasuga into the roster. Right now, we only got Hatsune Miku, and now it's October. We already have Joker. So next month, November, is when Ichiban arrives, and that is the time I am going to jump back to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Alright, and in true fashion, we get forced into a parking area. Well, at the PA, your recent battle opponent steps out of his machine and speaks. He is still young with a serious and intelligent demeanor. Is this the same look as the one from early access? Thank you for earlier. I'm glad I've met someone as skilled as you. I'm Downhill Challenger, the leader of challengers. We usually race in the mountains near home, but we decided to take it to the expressway to test our skills. You could say this is short of an expedition. Rotary 7, am I gonna attend Cosplay Mania tomorrow? No, I'm not. While talking, Downhill Challenger, a car with a flashy customization appeared. A young man with an otherworldly presence stepped out. Not only was his car customized, but he seems particular about his own appearance, flaunting branded items. Pardon my interruption. A match between the leader of a gutsy team that came all the way from Hakone to the Shudo Expressways and the much talked about rookie. It's thrilling to watch. I'm Roulette Guy number 1. I lead a team called Roulette Guy. And yes, we know Roulette Guy appears in stage 2. Comes to our love tour, the 8-6. I don't think I lose to those other older guys either. And you there, you're Shinagawa's oil baron. We're gonna have so much fun with the nicknames. Lately in the expressway, there's another outstanding star beside you. Have you met them yet? You haven't met them yet? You'll probably meet them soon. I'd say you both have the same sparkle. Geniuses are drawn to each other, you know. Obviously, they are talking about they're talking about Eternal Polaris. But let the diss track, let the mixtape play first. I'm reading it, I'm singing it in my mind, guys. That's why I'm not saying anything. Yeah, so this is what some in my server have told me, that the mixtape got updated, but it's still cool. Kaiser X, is this a new game? Yes. Oh, so this one's even longer, but the mixtape has ended as early as the old one. I guess for Rise of the New Generation, the old mixtape may have worked much better. On time spent trip, really? If you mean Kaiser X, if you mean new game as in a new playable game, yes. If you mean new game as in restarted progress, yes. All right, we're not gonna touch base with Polaris just yet. And she's in the inner, so that's even easier for us to manage because we're gonna go with departures first. So outer, outer, and outer. So that's gonna come in last. So this will be our starting point. So we can challenge the old departure guy and make our way through the rest of departures. It's not actually after each race, Jason the Hedgehog. It's just that because this is the prologue, we are forced to leave the expressway. It's to limit progression for the sake of plot. Alright, we'll just challenge departures again, especially this guy, and then make our way through the other three as we make our way down the outer loop. And hopefully by then we should have an even better nickname. Twists and turns. Win a battle after hitting a wall countless times. Oh my god, the achievements. Win a battle while hitting the wall multiple times. You can only do that in junctions. Alright, I realized there are cappuccino traffic cars now. When I get to the auras, which one am I gonna pick? I'm not gonna spoil you guys. When we get there, we get there. Also, at least for the streams, we're gonna focus on just career teams and bosses and characters. We're not going to race against wanderers just yet. Well, again, we'll save that for the offline cut. But when we're doing a live stream, we're just gonna focus on the main story characters and teams. Oh look, we got 69 BP. Nice. Also, if you've noticed on my handling, I am not in a wheel for the time being. Again, tired, so I was not able to set it up prior to the stream. Next time it will be, or when I do the offline, it will strictly be wheel. When I do the offline uploads. Ow. God damn it, all of you spamming nice just because I said 69 BP. Also, that just accelerate feature that keeps happening every countdown, that is me pressing the gas exactly at the moment as it states. Which means it's like the perfect launch when you do it in Racing Master. Is that everyone? I guess not. No, wait, there's the high one at Kandabashi. So let's see how fast we could push Daiki's Z in its current spec here at C1. Alright, Kasumi Gaseki, aka Mist Tunnel. I would normally call it Waifu Gaseki, but I won't. Oh my god, I just noticed. Our water temperature is already peaking. Now it's peaking. It's already blinking. Oh. Is the Z stock? It's not. So for those who are unfamiliar with the system, which is the water oil gauge, it is a way for the game to limit how far you could grind. And like an application of in real life that if you're going on max speed on public roads a lot, your gauges would just spike. Yep, autopilot does cool down the temperature. Yep, I am aware. Because what it does, it lets you cruise around the expressways in normal speed. And we're gonna face off against Departure's team leader in just a moment. Okay, and then we're gonna be forced back into the pits in 3, 2, 1. Do I have given Daiki Aura to farm? Technically, working on it. While taking a break at the PA, a slim, well-built man approached. His handsome features and striking presence would make him stand out anywhere. This should have been the silhouette I used for Daiki, I forgot. But then again, this is Crimson Kid. You are an unfamiliar face. I suppose you just started street racing recently. I'd rather you didn't casually call yourself a racer. At first glance, he seems polite, but his words subtly mock you. I'm doing good, Trustin. Again, this is a modified starting point, so I am resetting my progress. Don't worry, I backed up my save. Judging by the reaction, I don't really know. Yada yada. Calling yourself a street racer without knowing the Kurosaki brothers from Phantom 9. This is what we call a poser, isn't it? It seems the standards have dropped drastically during the 4 years I've been away. Crimson Boy, that's my name on the expressway. If you're planning to call yourself a racer, come find me. I'll entertain you with a test of skill if you can keep up, that is. Or will you tuck your tail and run away, rookie? Yeah. If you have not played Importuner Challenge, this would be confusing. Okay, I don't know if this is new. If this is new narration exclusively for the Bastards arc. But we can at least, cross-check with the early access live stream, which we have finished on the main campaign. And this feels like a different mixtape compared to the other ones. Yeah, this one finished right on time, just like with the Legends arc. New generation needs a new mixtape. I'm serious. New generation arc needs a new mixtape for the prologue. Because it's not doing them justice, it's suddenly quiet. Alright, Trustin, since you just got home, here's my progress. I started out with a 350Z and it's just day 9. Alright, chat, I'm leaving you to decide. Who do we face off against first? Do we face off against Crimson Kid? I'ma call him Kid. He doesn't deserve to be called a boy. Boy. Or do we start off with Polaris? Chat, you're free to spam on chat. Do we fight Crimson Boy? Or do we fight the best girl of TXR 2025? Alright, so 2 votes for Crimson Kid, 1 vote for Polaris. Dibs on okay, we're gonna kill the bastardo. Okay, where is he? Where is Crimson Kid? He's there. Ah, that far ahead. Okay. Okay. Alright, a bit of a run, but I think we can take Crimson Kid out. Save the waifu for last. Copy. It's unanimous. I'm looking at chat while it's loading. You all want me to humble a child. Also, our strategy for the next chapter, we are going to tackle parking area rivals first, and then we are gonna face off against the roaming teams. Also, knowing that the Return of the Bastards arc is happening, they're basically doing Seiji's job of telling Daiki off. No, I didn't. Fine. Fine. Assault and battery. Fine, I'll outrun. I'll out. Wrong kid. Wrong kid. We're attacking the wrong kid. Okay. There we go. Thank you, game. Wrong kid, but take his cash anyway. Alright, now it's time to school a child. Hey, Crimson Child. Fight me. I wonder what would happen if we face off against challengers first. Like, nah, we're not in Liberty or in any attempt to do a double boss after boss, unless the plot states so. After finishing the battle, you return to the parking area with Crimson Child. As he steps out of his machine, he seems like a completely different person, speaking to you with surprisingly friendly, casual tone. Well done, rookie. Oh my, no need to be so wary. I do apologize for calling you a poser. Your driving shows real skill. What do you mean driving? We just went to a straight line and you died. Starting to feel the breeze of change. It looks like you'll bring us some excitement. Crimson Boy's demeanor seems friendly, but his gaze is sharp as a hunter turning to its prey. Inescapable malice. We'll be caught in the whirlpool of fate that swirls within the expressway. Alright, no new nickname. And time to fight against the new Wafu. Yeah, Crimson Boy in a family car. Daiki is not denying the bully allegations. Alright, a little bit of a self-insert lore in this alternate universe here. So remember, we do not have Seiji in this. But Daiki needs some sort of arch-rival nemesis or racing duo twin slash partner. And this is where Polaris comes in. Polaris will be the new Seiji, albeit a more humble Seiji. Gender reverse too. It's also kind of fitting knowing... Let's actually check later on our win streak. After, Seiji is in an Evo 8. I could have sworn Eternal Polaris's R33 has a vented hood, or maybe that's her stage 2 form. It could go one or two ways. Samuel the Inkling. The Daiki now fits the role of Seiji while keeping his identity. Meanwhile, Seiji, who plays the Daiki role, is Polaris. But instead of Polaris smoking our ass, we smoke Polaris's ass. Just get an Evo Xtreme? No. If ever people read up on my stories, Seiji refuses to depart from the CT chassis. He would stay loyal to the 9. Will not level up to the Evo 10. The driver stepped out of the skyline and was a young girl. Who is this small sassy child? I'm kidding, we know who she is. She said nothing. She opened her mouth several times only to stop herself. Her behavior seemed confused or perhaps fearful of something. After repeating ellipses a few times, she lowered her gaze and left without saying a single word. Only the night breeze remained. As she looked around the parking area, a man in mechanic overalls appeared. You got some decent driving skills. I said I'm not gonna voice act, and here I am trying to mimic Kitami-jun. Looks like you've done some work on your machine, but you're still getting started, aren't you? JJ28, no. Technically, you can say yes, but actually, no. It's an updated, modified save from early access. I'm just a humble mechanic hanging around the Shudo. Some people call me the legendary tuner, but I'm not anything special. See an interesting street racer at the PA, I like to call out to them like this. If you let me tweak your machine, I'll make it significantly faster. Of course, we'll charge you for it. If you like it, give me a shout. That aside, you seem to be the center of major changes in the expressway. Not only have you defeated the members of Rolling Guy, one of the longest standing teams of the expressway, you've also taken out a street racer so famous among 8-6 drivers that no one could miss the name, Rolling Master. On top of that, you defeated Crimson Child of the Phantom 9. 4 years ago, they wreaked havoc. Many teams were forced to disband at the hands of Phantom 9. For that reason, they have earned grudges from all over. Hearing that you defeated the Child will no doubt make many racers change their tune. And then, Eternal Polaris. Right now, they're still inexperienced. In fact, they've only just taken their first steps as a street racer, much like you. You've met notable street racers on the expressway, battled them, so what have you felt? Triggered by the tuner's words, your conversation with Cinderella came back to mind. From now on, who will you meet, what will you feel, and how far can you go? And still no new title. Alright, when we enter course, we should be in... Yep! All of the map is now open. And I think it's still the same guys. No, wait. No. Infinity, alright? I know Infinity's still in the 34. Would there be an update on his look? Before we actually do so, we're gonna go to the perks menu for everyone to see. So if we go here under perks, all of this is up for grabs. We get discounts, increased garage, tire change and nitro system refill. We'll actually get that. We'll kind of need that with our progression. Oh wait, that's just a discount. God damn it, I spent it already. Great. Oh wow. Wow, we get a perk to bring the legendary tuner in speed dial. So if we look at the perk tree, we have increasing rewards. Yes, this is OG. Is this? Yeah, technically it is. Okay, so among the perk tree here, for you guys who are unfamiliar, this is the most important one when you do a new game. This bumps up the reward price that you get from 30, 40, 50, up to 80%, almost double of the rewards. Also, a chance to increase BP capacity because there is a BP cap. Win streak bonus as well, which would also increase your credit point rewards. So this is a very important one for when you're playing in early game. Also, it increases rewards for technical bonus as well. And how much? Oh my god, you can cap the game out at level 6 if you can. Yeah, get rewards every 3 wins. So victory reward, then maybe double, triple. We're gonna get there when we describe. No one spoil me what is happening in this part. So next to this is... Oh wait, we get to unlock this early? Alright, let's assume... Wait, BP24. I got 20... Wow, this is hella expensive. So discount tuning until we get to unlock engine swaps for 3000 BP. Okay. Also, machines can be sold at 55% of the new car price. You can almost buy it at base value. I sell it at base value. Yep, so this is the disc. One is for earning credits and BP. The other one is for modifying. And yes, auras can be equipped at this point in the game. Wait, we can unlock this early. Hello? Pardon? Let's come back to the perks tree when we get 62 BP. I'll technically not touch these. Back in early access, I was able to breeze through early access before touching this. I have not touched this when I finished early access, if you can remember. Max SP increased to 420, blaze it. So that's our HP. Toughness enhancement. Okay. We'll go through these next time, actually. So, tuning perks. This is the more mandatory one, but we don't need it just yet. Because, like I said, we're kinda in a modified save here. Alright, so let's actually go through the process. To do the parking areas, we need to pass by the parking areas first, I'm afraid. So let's first clear out C1. No. No. Yeah, we'll do it per team. So Rhythm Box is... No, who is the earliest here that we could face? Fresh Market, Phase X, Red Pollution, Infinity, Far Away. Far Away is... Oh, come on, are you kidding me? They're that far off. Roulette Guy, Kicks, and... we can fight Kicks, There's the closest in C1. Alright. Yeah, I am aware. We're not touching them. Unless it's necessary. So we'll clear out any rival in C1 first, then we'll branch out to Shinkanjo just to unlock parking areas. Okay, Underworld Gaming, who gave you the pun pass? Is it Miss Benzaib? Ume Dandy. I nearly misread it as Ume Musume. There's a Kicks member who's a huge Ume fan. Don't you mean Uma fan? I know what I said. So next rival we got is another Daihatsu move, Silent Mongoose. No, trust me, it's not Uma Musuko, it's Ume Musuko. Oh yeah, we can hit the 200-kilometer mark. I know it's 300 in the Wangan Midnight universe, but this is the closest we can get to real-life progression. Okay, this guy in the intersection, where is he gonna turn? Actually, let's just go inner. Most guys in C1 end up going the inner loop. Yep, turning left. Oh, we're gonna overloop one rival. That's a shame. Oh, come on, Upbeat! How did you know? How did you know? What a dick move! I wonder if there's a reward for actually running in reverse on the track. This guy still needs a proper name change. Come on, advisor. Phrasing. Alright, and at this point, we're not gonna turn left to C1. We're gonna turn right to Shinkanjo. Wait, hold up. Let me just double check my controls. What is the control settings for... Oh, no, wait. I think I remember now. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, wait, that's autopilot. Copy. To change direction, normally also dictates... driving. Steer left, steer right, look back, flashing, nitro. Turn signal left is Z and C. Is there none? Yeah, it's none. So I have to press Z or C in the keyboard to do this. Yep. That is actually essential when you want and or need to change the junction when you're going to face off against certain rivals that require changing junctions. I know a lot of players have dictated that it's a required thing so that you have control over the race, especially when you're leading. Okay, we'll equip the power at least, but it's exhaust system. Normally, it's power upgrades that you get from Discount Kitami Jun. And he leaves right after. And everyone was right. This is an updated look on the Eclipse. Because we know the Import Tuner Challenge car model is a bit on the fat side. And this is one of the Wanderer's Silent Barbarian. Unfortunately, because we do not have a VIP car, we cannot challenge him because he'll just say this. Sorry, I only battle with drivers using the same machine. My current partner is this Mark X. I want to battle a street racer who loves this machine. So the requirement to face off Silent Barbarian, I know it's a bit of an easy thing for you all to understand, is simply buy a Toyota Mark X and race and board it when you're going to face off against Silent Barbarian. Wait, hold on guys, be right back for a sec. Okay, so guys, sorry I'm back. Just had to go to the restroom real quick. So let's actually face off against Big Dipper Meteor. He seems to be the only one we can challenge. I don't dislike those who challenge me head on. Okay. Not much Polite car. We just finished the prologue again. Okay, this is actually good of a bit of a QOL, but also immersion breaking is the fact that when you race against PA rivals, you suddenly jump to their side. Yes, it is much fairer compared to exiting the junction where you are behind or ahead, depending on the situation. But what I would at least say is there should at least be an additional animation where you go to the side of your rival. You have never done Just Accelerate. How do you do it? When it says 3, 2, 1, start, do not press the gas until the start screen appears. When you see start, you press it at the same time. If you proc it right, you get the Just Accelerate credit bonus. Right, he has nothing else to say. But this is one of the good and best things that Import Tuner Challenge brought for us. And it is the parking area conversation system. What noise? Elaborate further on the noise. There are a lot of noises happening here. Okay, so this is where world building creates in Tokyo Xtreme Racer, which is one of the best things. Yeah, it's like the perfect launch in Need for Speed games. That is correct. So going back here to the PA. So you'd want to go through every conversation here. If you're into visual novels, it's like world building. But if you're just after certain wanderers or certain character requirements to face off against certain characters, you have to look out for the yellow speech bubbles. Yep, it was since Import Tuner Challenge. It is one of the best things that ITC has introduced to the Shotoku lore. So Chubby Man here, a Silent Barbarian, the Yakiniku restaurant manager. He looks tough, but is actually a funny guy. The conditions to battle him are quite strict. If you can't show that you have a passion for cars, he probably won't take you seriously. For example, owning 1 or 2 more cars in your garage might do it. You'll likely find him at the Hakusaki parking area, so try looking for him there. But even if you meet him, he won't battle anyone who isn't driving a Mach X. He's well known for his love of 4-door sedans. Lately, it seems like he only wants to battle this type of same car. Oh yeah, it's probably that. The sound that you may be hearing may be coming from my mic. I apologize. Next, otaku looking man. Want to battle Devil Road Run. Her machine's customization is top notch. I'd love to take pictures of it next time. She'll appear once your total mileage exceeds 666 kilometers. She's very dedicated to her demonic Xtreme Racer identity. 666, the number of the beast, right? Then the rest that do not have the yellow speech bubble is just world building. Rolling Guy 3 had a big heartbreak and I wanted to comfort him. But it might have been counterproductive for me, a newlywed, to speak to him. Oh, do you want to hear about my wife? I'm a newlywed. By the way, about my wife. It seems like many members are just waiting for my instructions. I need to teach them that as street racers, making their own decisions based on the situation is crucial. Okay, so you tune your machine yourself, Rainbow Domino. I have a senior who's very knowledgeable about my tuning. I get a lot of advice from him and tweak my machine. Well, he's 15 years older than me. Sometimes he says things like, just do as I say, which can be a bit annoying. By the way, if you are seeing names in the parking area chat, that is not chubby man, otaku looking man, woman who loves children. If you don't see those, they are characters that you would soon meet. Tempting Amethyst. My husband was made to graduate from Aquarium because he married me. It's a singles team, and of course, since we're a women's team, he can't come over and join us either. Husband, I'm meeting with the boys. Good, I'm meeting with the girls. And then they end up racing each other. He's currently searching for a new team. Should we dress him up like Hereticano? Oh no. Tell me, as a newlywed, should I make my husband cross-dress so that he could visit my team? There's no... Impossible. Oh, this could be a good anime title. There's no way my husband could look that pretty. Why is the wife threatened by her husband cross-dressing? Slightly bad man. After defeating one, there's the second. After defeating second, there's the third. Some guys challenge you to consecutive battles. So that is... Other tips about the game is normally mentioned by people who do not have nicknames. Like this guy. Some may call it unfair, but if you want to achieve a complete victory, that's why it's important not to lose focus even after one battle. Sweaty man. I've been writing here Rafa here, but my street name is still Kawasaki Novice. As long as your street name has a license plate location, you're still a beginner. Alright, so we can now actually leave the parking area here, or we can return to the garage. Here, what's good is that now when you unlock a parking area, you can now go the opposite direction if you want to, maximize your stay on the day. But what we're going to do is we're going to continue on at the same direction that we were at earlier and then go to Daiba, go back to the parking area and do the reverse route. So it will be some time for us to actually get to a new chapter or end chapter of one of the 3 main chapters. But at least we'll see how far we could hold on to our win streak. Also, unlike in early access, correct me if I'm wrong guys, in early access, if you go to a parking area, your win streak resets back to 0. Here, in the full release, you carry your win streak even after exiting the parking area. We'll see how it should have been. But again, early access, it's a game in progress. We could forgive Genki for that oversight. Oh, I'm not fighting traffic again. Bach's daughter in the Copen Cerro. There. Every time it says, the moment it says start is only when you need to press the gas. That way you can trigger the just accelerate acceleration and CP bonus. Okay, not much going on, but more freeway. There's a lot of these guys going the opposite direction though. No, wait, I see one with Solid Wangansen. I know if you retire, that's an auto lose. Because I know there's a function, if you don't want to go through the method of pressing the gas button, the pause button just to exit, you can just press the hazards at 3, 2, 1 and it will auto cancel your race. So question now, is that one little blip going to Daiba? Yes, it is. A cappuccino? Irresponsible general. Okay, I didn't proc that one. And yep, it should be 90 kilometers per hour to trigger slipstream. Sad coffee break noises. Okay, there's a lot of these guys going counterclockwise, so we may need to exit on is it Shiori ramp? Shibaura, not Shiori, Shibaura. We need to enter the Shibaura PA, which is just after that junction right there. Boom! Alright, so we can go chat first. Again, our priority is the ones with the yellow asterisks. Cupid Arrows, Juicy Heavens, Cat. There are more all-female teams racing here. It's cool to see the machines running and they look beautiful. Simps. Guys, question. If we're gonna start the offline edit of TXR 2025, do you want me to carry over the Import Tuner Challenge horny counter? You're talking about that, don't forget Desire. I saw them get out of the parking area for the first time today. There was quite a distance, so I couldn't see their faces. But that gothic Lolita style, it stole my... Should we tell him? It was far away, right? I don't think you knew. But Heretic Canopus is a man. Eh? 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 I already knew back at ITC, but trust me, the offline edit, which is gonna be a separate game save, the offline cut would be much funnier because we're gonna be dubbing and lots of edits gonna happen. Well, that ruined that guy's motivation. I heard there's a street racer called White Leopard of Yokohama. He used to race secretly from his wife, TXR3, but now he's been happily approved by his family. Because of that, he seems to be very careful and doesn't appear easily. However, he was originally an aggressive racer, so if a street racer with more than 10 wins appears, he cannot help but show up. Okay. And then let's check out world building. Wailing Asterion. Okay. Where are Dark Knight's Betelgeuse and Heretic Canopus? I've gotten too used to acting alone, but still, we should still be a trio in the parking area. Pink Lily. My daughter's under elementary school. Kids grow up so fast. If she ever brings a boyfriend home, I'll tell her I won't give my daughter to someone slower than me. Blue Writer. I'm newly wary, but I'm a bit insecure and anxious. Sweet Blues is beautiful, so I'm worried other men might hit on her, or that she might just get tired of my overly cautious nature. Bro, just get a ring! Today, I'm alone. I always get scolded when I'm with the team members. Am I really that unreliable? So much for free! Everyone treats me as the leader. I'm grateful, but I prefer wandering around freely. Well, Freebird. Weren't the Challengers crew supposed to be here on a short expedition? They don't seem to have any intention of heading back to their home mountain pass. If they can take a liking, they can keep driving as much as they want. I heard something interesting. A newcomer who utterly crushed them right after they arrived has them saying they can't go back until they see how far that racer climbs. Gee, I wonder who? I don't know who they're talking about, but unless that guy produces some results fast, it seems that a short expedition will be ending anytime soon. That's what we're doing in this live, at least until what we can do until midnight. I parked my car and was taking a break in the night when a car parked right behind me, and as the person passed by, there was a waft of refreshing floral scent. I was surprised. Floral scent? I see an elegant woman walking by. When I turned to look at the car, it was Melancholic Angel. Got so excited, felt like meeting a celebrity. Oh no. I kinda heard that DA makes an earlier appearance. Also, this means we are going to Rapid Girl, Infinite Rotary, Kashiyama. Battle me, that's fine, but I'm really confident. Don't like wasting time though. Alright, so once we're done with Importuner Challenge is when we're gonna start TXR 2025 offline Let's Play with the dubs and edits, and yes, we will carry over the horny counter. The only thing I like with TXR 2025 that they forgoed and removed from ITC is the fact that dreaded time attack runs are no longer available. Hold on a second, that's not it. It's kind of strange. It's odd for me to lose. I want to do it again, just one more time. No. I'm about to go out on the course. You want to battle me? Fine, but don't say you held back because I'm a kid if you lose. I think that's the most disrespectful thing. Oh, great. We're facing children. Underworld Gaming. Yes, she's nerfed at the start. At the start, she is nerfed, but she will have an Aura'd version. lose next time, you better battle me again. No! Why would I? Alright, now we can enter back course. And yeah, a lot of the people are going the counterclockwise, so we're gonna do that. Damn it, we can't! Only one thing left to do. There's only one way to go around this. That one segment in the junction at Hamazaki Bashi, that's the only way we could turn back. What I'm going to do is simply this. We're gonna pass by the junction, and then we're gonna make a sharp U-turn into the junction of C1, facing the opposite direction, and exit on the other exit. Sorry. Okay, now they're facing the right direction. There we go. Now we're facing the right direction. It's the only way. I tried. Thank you for being obscure about the 16 Blue Moon, but please, no spoilers of the upcoming stages. Alright. By Rainbow Bridge is our next target, and a lot of them as we make our way down counterclockwise. Because we're technically done with clockwise, except for that one guy. No, wait, that one guy came from Yokohane. Achieves 3 consecutive successes of the Just Accelerate. Sharp pedal work. Nice. We got an achievement. Also, when we get to the Tatsumi parking area, I am so refilling my... changing my tires again. Strike first. First attack by successfully landing 10 times in a row. Nice. Another achievement. What's the difference between the T-Spec and the 2017? The T-Spec is the last iteration of the GTR, which kind of makes it look like more of a 34 R35 based on the front. Ah, wait, we might need to skip out on this one guy because we're heading into the PA. Alright, change tires first. And then... Office worker looking man. Lonely Nihilist only appears on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Maybe he's training on other days. After all, he's a professional tennis player. Mischievous Man. Indomitable Alexander is a monster of endurance who drove 3,000 kilometers non-stop except for refueling. If you want to meet him, I say you gotta go without sleep too, but your total mileage would be over 3,000 Ks, or it's not even worth talking about. Okay, Indomitable Alexander in other games is also nicknamed Alexander the Great. If you're familiar with the historical name Alexander the Great, aka Iskandar, in your history, then you should have no problem. That's why he was named after that. I heard a lot about the last expedition. When I came 4 years ago, I was too busy memorizing the course, but now I can freely battle properly. Okay. Gale Aru, Tokyo people are so fair-skinned. I'm not that tan even back home, but here I stand out. Ferocious Polar Bear. Brother! I finally made it here. There are plenty of strong guys here. I'll beat them all, so watch me. Okay. Albatross of the Dark Knight. I'm over 50 now, but I recently started strength training. Well, you're an old man, but feels great. My back pain is gone. I need that. I have back pain. They were so cute today too. Really eye candy. No soothing. No energy booster. Oh, I'm talking about the latest of Rolling Gals. Did you know they all drive 8.6s? Connoisseurs call it 8.6. I bought a Trueno to race them. Do you know why I chose a Trueno? Because it's the same as my favorite Rolling Gal number 4's car. Okay, simp. For me, Gasamon is like a fan meet and greet pass. When I see them on course, I flash my headlights in a hurry and join them. Well, I get left behind immediately though. Don't you think they're scared of you, bro? The other day, I met them at the PA and they said, "You were in that battle again, right?" I thought, yes, they recognized me, so keep up the good work. I don't think that's... Should we tell him? Apologetic maid. On roads like these, where everyone's in a hurry, causing an accident will be a nuisance. The other day, the manager asked me to help at another store because they were short-staffed. So I drove there, but my maid outfit got caught, and I crashed into the central wall in the... Why? The car was the manager's loaner, so it's fine to... Oh, oof! Hate to be that maid's manager. So we got Mysterious Hawk and Albatross of the Dark Knight. Albatross of the Dark Knight had a glow up compared to early access. Oh my god, it's Mr. Manners. I'm gonna make mincemeat out of Mr. Manners. Are you done yet? Okay, there we go. Oh, nice! You got a perfect bonus, 10,000 CP, which we will not be earning. Lost, but it was a good race, if you're up for it, that is. And next one, Mocking Dove with Albatross of the Dark Knight. Anyone, you want to race? Let me join in. Do you know? Okay, so facing off against these guys is the first experience that you should have with consecutive SP battles, which means when you beat one, you fight the next guy. By the way, Victor Costello asked something quick. Does the CV cars count if you win against them in the win streak? I think, yeah. Oh, this boy be blocking. Also, the rate of how quick their SP drops is relevant to the distance that you make. Oh, what nice! Now, any rivals that actually challenge you midway get their own introduction, albeit like a semi-boss. So like what we see there with Albatross of the Dark Knight, he gets his own introduction and name reveal. And then we go back. And hit another traffic car. Alright, now we can go back course. Tatsumi parking areas unlocked. Unfortunately, it also means we can only go upward. Wait, what's this? We get another one? There's another chat box Well, while we're here, I think it's better that we actually check it out. Oh no, wait, never mind. Yeah, there's none. Maybe. Wait. Yeah, we'll probably see that next time. For now, we have to build up our win streak. Got a lot actually. Now there's a lot on clockwise. Make up your mind game. Oh look, it's Squid Game. Oh my god, look at his alto. It looks battered, bruised, and cut in half in more ways than one, and he's trying to block me. At least Death Game Survivor now has the car to look the part. Sorry, player 456, I have to leave you alone. Personally, among the cars that I missed that are not Japanese, the RUF 3400S from TXR3 is one. I believe that's it. That's the only one. The RUF. The Boxster looking car. That's the only one that I miss. It's too early for us to take the PA though. Oh nice, I've unlocked Kiba, Fukugawa. Oh god damn you guys. Should I do the same thing again and exit just to... Oh, what about Clan Makita? Oh no, they can only be unlocked on the next day. Right. Now, let's maximize who we could face off against. This player 456 a part of Darius' crew, maybe? Zero is not in this game because we are Zero. Okay, that's out and done. We're now also up to BP 132. So only the Fukagawa 9 parking area is where we could change our routes without actually trying to violate traffic. NETXR 2025 girls that you would date in real life: Midnight Cinderella and Eternal Polaris. tequila, jungle tequila if she catches me on a bad day and I ended up being with her. Melancholic angel, if I have the mindset of I can fix her and she ends up hurting me. Those are my top 4 that I would 100% would, and I'm sorry to that Alphard. I know it's a Velfire, but I call it Alphard. At least here from this point it's one after another, which is actually a good sign. But again, only at Fukagawa 9 where we could enter the parking area and then loop back and face the other person. Face the other route. So technically not going away from... We're not going away from New Beltline anytime soon until we clear out everyone. Oh wait, I think I would enter the PA again just to get that intel and to drop my water gauge. What about Midnight Rose? Too flashy for me. Can you pass through Hakuzaki JCT smoothly? Lousy street racers take the wrong turn, head towards the parking area. It's quite hilarious. If you can pass through there quickly, makes all the difference in the race. The other cars, so be careful. Use those cars to slow down your rival and gain an advantage in the race. Okay. Nothing too noteworthy yet. I'll never forget the humiliation. At that time, only Dejima Trial managed to get a girlfriend in Tokyo. This time, I'll challenge my limits and get my... good luck with that, bro. $246 Heartbreaker. Ooh, classy after-work businesswoman. I can sense it from the team's atmosphere. They're worried I'll have another heartbreak. This time I'll be fine. How many times I have said that now? Okay, so the origin of 246 Heartbreakers that she got her heart broken 246 times. If she gets heartbroken again, will she change her name to 247 Heartbreaker? Even Midnight Cinderella has fallen. The legendary racers of old are being defeated one after another by a single man. This kind of thing happens on the expressway once in a blue moon. Someone who completely rewrites the power balance and just appears out of nowhere one night. The expressway has a long history. There's still plenty of big names out there. Those racers will join the battle sooner or later. How is it? How is that a one? No, are you telling me Senpai comes out as a wanderer after main story? If you want to battle Matterhorn, ride in a Z. It's his obsession ever since his father's generation. Only interested in that car. Okay. Do we have Matterhorn here? I don't think we do. Okay, yep, we got 3 more. So, enter course. There, and we'll just wait for that one guy to spawn out. Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking, Personickety. It must be the ITC Pro Tag. Also, Spike Moon, get over here. Ow. Like, normally you would be threatened by these level 4 rivals because they're in A-class car machines. But technically you shouldn't. To be fair, there is a GC8 version 6 here. It's not a version 5 though. We're now at 18 wins in our win streak. Oh, what the hell with that guy? Yeah, once we get to Fukushima, PA, we're gonna take the clockwise route again. We cannot face the next one because we're already there. Anyone new? Nope, it's still the same guys. Anyone? Oh, more intel. You're driving Shibako and you can see the red tower, right? You know, towards the circular route. I always find myself looking at it when I drive by. I guess I really like it. Oh, you mean Tokyo Tower? The other day, I saw a guy shouting loudly at a car that was just about to park in the parking lot. The driver couldn't hear but was trying hard to listen. But got distracted and bugged into the car next to them. It turns out the car they hit belonged to the guy who was shouting. Hitting the car was bad, but it was your shouting that caused the distraction. I saw those two standing there in an incredibly awkward atmosphere. It was hell. I should have treated him to Mappo eggplant. There's Mappo eggplant? I've heard of Mappo tofu though. Are you using vinyl stickers? You should decorate your machine so it stands out. Nah. I realized Dancing Heroine was a waitress at the maid cafe I go to. Her appearance and behavior are completely different here in the cafe, so I never noticed it before. Who? I won't rain on the expressway for a while. Trust me, I'm a weather forecaster, so you can count on it. Highway Gambler, there's no one as superstitious as him. Now he's saying, I want to battle someone with a total earned credit points of 77,777,777 or more. Lucky 7, but or more, so it doesn't have to be exact. Does that even mean anything? Yeah, just pass that amount. Unbalanced Ishii was once said to only battle if the front and rear tires wheels were different, but now he will battle if the aero is modified. His nickname Unbalanced wasn't even about his machine. It was because his face and age didn't match because he looked too old. Poor guy. Okay, so we only got that Donji guy. If I go in, I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3 heading on that direction. Far away as 9. That's quite a lot. How many we got for kicks? Okay, that's 1 and 2. Oh, we can defeat kicks. After that, Road Nuts is heading. Oh. That's kind of distant. You know, let's actually beat kicks first. So go and then we see one into it. So we'll at least clear out the ones at C1. We got additional ones at C1. Then we'll just do it the hard way in going back to Shinkanjo. I forgot to change my tires. Good job, Miyogi. You know what I miss though? Rivals challenging you instead of you challenging them. Unwelcome old boy. What? What the guy do? Is he okay? Bro does not look okay for him to be parked in that direction. Secret Guardian and they're blocking, really? Just one more there and then we face off against the boss of Kicks. Hopefully before the stream ends, we get to at least clear one of the 3 chapters. Okay, we're there, and then I know we're gonna face off against a team leader right after. I also missed the Shibuya extension, not gonna lie. It was aesthetic. And then time to summon the team leader after Little Beast is taken down. I have a strong hunch that Kix is the new generation of rat. Is that Nos I hear? Okay, lead. Oh my god, it is! Oh my god, it is! So, if they use Nos, they will use Nos. Even if you don't equip it. Because I remember back in previous games such as Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Most Wanted 05, Carbon, if you do not equip NOS, the enemies, the AI, will not use NOS. Here it's like, don't care, I bought the NOS, I'm gonna use it. Wait, checking the map. If I go straight, I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I technically have 3. So Kix is defeated. Oh, Trans Drive is now available, so let's find Road Knots. Ah, that's gonna be another loop. Okay. Ow. That hurts. I know it's a Ginza, so I can just do the opposite of what I did again. It's coming in inbound, so I have to exit at Edo JCT, make a U-turn back into Ginza, and then just face him so that we could clear out Road Knots. That way, when we reset the day, we can focus on Clan Makita. And then go straight to Wangansen just for Roulette Guy. So we can at least progress on the Bastards episode. Boom, dead. Dead Civic. This guy is Flying Octopus. Do I get an achievement for assaulting every person in the wrong way? Guys? Help! Help! What's up? Drive here often? Okay, there we go. At least Road Knots is out. Imagine if they go a certain route and they still end up taking the other route. Won't that be the most annoying thing ever? Jason YouTube. I wish they added online mode to the game. Nah. No. TXR has so much content. They don't need an online mode. Okay, go Captain Puerto Rico, nos away. See how that helps. Yeah, it does have a lot of replay value. That's why I love this series to death ever since I discovered it back when I was still a member of the Xtreme Racers forums. Bye, Captain Puerto Rico. Okay, who's left on the on New Generation? Oh! I only need to beat 2. Okay. Roulette Guy, you are just one dude. 2 in the parking area. You know what? I don't want to do this, but we'll have to return to the garage just to summon out Clan Makita's last 2. Midweek Colonel. Okay, now we're getting the better nicknames. There we go. At least a more decent nickname. Oh wait, right, the perks. I did promise that we're going to check out the perks. Perk here. Yes. Can we equip it now? Oh my god, we can. Your machine can now be equipped with aura. Oh, it has a condition to meet. Okay, alright. Alright, I see it. It's game breaking to have it that early. Okay. Is it in livery? Oh yes, it is in livery. Oh, you need to unlock auras. Okay. You can equip auras, but you need to unlock auras. Okay. You need to have the aura perk unlocked as it is one of the requirements. Alright. But the kind of auras that you get, do you get that from beating characters? Or at a certain chapter? That's what I actually wanted to know. Yeah, I agree, King's Gaming and Real Talk. Time to find someone to fight for some aura. We're aura farming, guys. We're aura farming. Also, I'ma save this progress. But don't worry, like I said, I have a backup. I knew it. Certain people need to be beaten to have auras. Trance Drive is in inbound. Yokohane for Playful Mental Gen. So we're actually fighting on the new generation. No need to fight against Clan Makita though. Even if Clan Makita's 5th member is just right there. What I'm gonna do though is we'll start with Trance Drive. Colors are also unlocked as we go. Really? It's not like you unlock the aura and then you get to customize the colors. You need to beat the aura owner and then you need to beat someone with the color. Is that how things go about? Am I facing the right person? Trance Drive, is this really you? Oh, I'm wrong. Okay. So who am I facing? So Trance Drive is at Wangansen. And Playful Gentleman's at Yokohane. I freaking messed up. This one is... Oh, that's a Wanderer. Okay, yeah. I forgot. That's a Wanderer. You know, let's just return to garage for this. Okay, not what I intended, but we did waste the day. Trance Drive is where? Now she's at Wangansen. And Playful Mental Gen is at Yokohane. And the only way to get to that part of Yokohane is... Jesus, good lord, that's a lot. The White Leopard of Yokohama. Alright, so I'm gonna turn right and head straight Yokohane down. We're gonna fight that Mental Gen. So new generation would be our target. Get out of Tokyo Tower, and then we're gonna make a right turn. Oh, full moon tonight, honey. It's intentional. If you've seen the source, the SFM videos where they made a poop version of Meet the Spy, because Meet the Spy, he does say gentleman, but in the poop version, the comedy edit, they say mental gen. So I deliberately call playful gentleman as playful mental gen. And at least while we're here, we can take out any characters here at this side of Yokohane. And do a speed test with Daiki Z. Oh wait, this is Red Pollution. Yeah, I agree, Kings Gaming and Real Talk. If you want to start with any of the early access cars, or start off with high BP to unlock most of the vehicles, it's a good way to, you know, do a one-car run on the main campaign. Oh, that's a long road of travel. Okay, Katsushima ramp has been found. So we got a new starting ramp point. Good. Oh, but you know what? Thanks to Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters, we're gonna stop calling the Infinity members as BTS. From this point on, I'm calling them the Saja Boys. Speaking of which, to unlock the parking areas, not only do you need to pass by them, you need to enter them. Thank you. And we only got one. The Infinity joke, Trustin, is that back then in TXR3, I called them BTS. Harrison Chop has come from the Hanshin Expressway. Oh, Harrison Chop! I remember them. They're one of the bosses on the Kanjo line. On stage 2. Provocative man. If you want to challenge Shimo Kitazawa to battle, you have to use the same car as him and only battles with the same 180 SX. Okay, mechanic. You challenged last flight, but he ignored you. He only battles with normal machines. Why don't you try resetting your tuning? Okay. Let's just take romance out. No, Kings. BTS as in the K-pop boy band. Because the members of Infinity, in one of their profiles, either in 3 or in Street Supremacy, they are made up of J-pop boy band members. So the closest to a boy group is BTS back in the day. But now that K-pop Demon Hunters came out, I am free to call every member and extended member of Infinity as Saja Boys now, moving forward. You can boast about beating me. I'll give you another chance. I'll be waiting for it. Cringe. I don't think the girls are up for that one. Oh, another reference. You want to battle Impatient Princess. She's friendly, so if you meet her, she'll probably accept the battle. But she won't meet with inexperienced racers. You'll need at least a total driving distance of over 2,000 Ks. This was not clear in TXR3. I'm glad that they fixed it in a sense. Wait. I did the mistake. Change tires. Okay, next. Is Mental Gen still down at Yokohane? Good, Mental Gen is still down there. So I can just keep going. Yeah, Underworld Gaming pretty much summarized the whole joke. And yes, the FD of Infinity is romance. We've yet to find Abby, Baby, Ginu, and Mystery. And if there's 6 of them, Guima. Or should I say, the K-pop shitposting's YouTube, the one that created the AI-voiced freaky conversations between the Saja boys and the Huntrix, Freakma. Wait, they did Normal Astra? Which characters had the wrong requirement iterations, and has the community addressed that to Genki yet? I hope they do, actually. Oh, you dick. Also, Shimo Kitazawa 2000cc's used to be a member of Fine Drive, one of the disbanded members thanks to Importuner Challenge's Phantom 9 incident. So now we don't know where Shooting Star went, the one with the V6 S15. But apparently, Shimo Kitazawa 2000cc's is still running. Oh, any Wanderer requirements that ask you to not install a thing translates to actually you should install the thing? Okay. Thanks for that oversight, Normal Astra. I'll take note of that when I do the offline edit. Everything here is blind, and we found Abby. There goes Abby. Or was that Baby? Because red could also mean hot sauce. Now, I know there's an A70 Supra here, or the equivalent of the Z31. We've yet to find, maybe as another Z32, where that could be Baby because it's the youngest Saja Boy member, and in Infinity is the youngest newcomer to the Infinity Boy group. Okay, a bit far from the next one, but we'll get there. We're at least on realistic numbers. I am aware in TXR's latter stages, we're going to the unrealistic hyperspeed levels of freaky speeds. So no need to, tell me about the realism aspect of things. I know people have clamored about it because TXR3 was as realistic as it can get for the time. Love Hunter. So I guess this is mystery, or it could be another version of romance. And still, Love Hunter has one of the better looking GTOs. Oh yeah, this also means I have to enter Daikoku. Right. And Playful Mental Gen's right there. Okay, I'm a race him with a handicapped Z. Yeah, still hoping we get a post-launch DLC or map expansion post-launch for Yokohama Minato Mirai. And maybe, just maybe, given True Ending 1 gives us unknown, maybe True Ending 2 gives us 0. Who knows? if they consider that, maybe that will be the time where they get Porsche as a license or equivalent of Gembala or Ruff. If ever they're working on international brand licenses, that would be a good callback. Putting Zero back just because you took down Unknown and you are now Zero's next target, that could be a good expansion on Truce Ending number 2. Yeah, I highly recommend, Trustin, that you continue on TXR3 just to complete your knowledge of the lore. Provocative man. You called strongest mom into a battle but got ignored. She is all about style. She probably decided you weren't stylish. Why don't you copy the vinyl she uses? You know, that leopard print. Oh, so that's what you meant, chat. I saw something about a leopard print. Just be careful how you apply it, or you'll end up look like an Osaka. Etsuko mentioned in my TXR game. Hello? Etsuko desu. Raspberry Kiss shows up at Daikoku from time to time. Pretty lucky to meet a famous actress like her. She's an actress? Oh yeah, I forgot. I heard there were plenty of pathetic guys who challenge her to battles and get turned down. What idiots. Everyone knows she won't battle machines that have been stripped down for weight reduction. Is Raspberry Kiss one of the character wanderer requirements that have their requirements inversed? That you need weight reduction? We'll check out the lore next time. Okay, so we get Roulette 5 here, so let's actually take them out. We know their lore back in early access. The lore of Roulette Guy is left unchanged. But to think they called out the Osakan auntie, and from my Let's Plays, we know the only Osakan auntie that they are stating is Etsuko from Yakuza Kiwami 2, Gaiden, Gaiden, the man who erased his name, and Pirate Yakuza. The Obatarian in my TXR game. Good job, Genki. Okay, next one is Roulette Guy 5. And all the other Roulette Guys would be on a straight road. Is it me, or did Roulette Guy's logo got changed from early access? Now they have the same insignia as that of Rolling Guys and Rolling Girls. Somewhere Majima is shuddering because Etsuko was mentioned. Okay, where is... Okay, good. Now we can continue on inward because we can now face off against Playful Mentalgen. Correction, Playful Gentleman. Off topic, if Genki does bring DLC updates, will they bring back these three? I hope they do. Because they never talked about map expansions outside of Tokyo. So the next best thing we could hope for is... Whoa. The next best thing we could hope for is... expanding the map to Yokohama, Minato Mirai. and bring back certain iconic bosses from previous titles. Who knows? There may be another chapter where it involves Kingdom 12, Hamagaki's Revenge. They take revenge against Iwasaki, and then one of the final bosses in that arc would be Kokami, Emotional King, but it's in the highway stage instead of the Kaido. Okay, Playful Gentleman has a new boss introduction animation. Okay, small spurt of NOS. Axela, aka the Mazda 3 overseas. Yeah, Playful Gentleman was way harder back in early access. Now that we got them out, where is Trans Drive? Hey, we can just keep going and we'll eventually get to Trans Drive. Sweet! Then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep driving until we hit Trans Drive in the Wangansen. And maybe once that's done, we'll actually end the stream in that section. We found baby! Or was this mystery? How far are we to the next guy? A little bit far. I'm surprised our oil temperature is doing absolutely just fine. And I don't know if 290 kilometers still climbing would be enough to face off against Pepsi Man, aka Shua Shua Strong. You know how that went back in early access with the RX-8. Oh look, Jungle Tequila. Please don't drag my ass after this race. You know what I miss though with Red Pollution or certain Subarus? Wait, what additional rules? What are you talking about? I mean, I already got additional rules on. Oops. How far are we from Trans Drive? Okay, she is near the Wangan Yokohama section. Trustin, give me an insight. Why is it when we fight Pepsi Man without... Yeah, I have it on. I have additional rules turned on. And my oil temp is now spiking. Oh! Okay! So if both your water and oil temperatures have spiked, you enter cripple state, locking you to just 290 kilometers per hour, and your... So that's what it does. Okay, so if your oil temperature spikes, you're gonna enter crippled mode, where your RPMs now hit maximum 50%, and how can I say this? You get the engine warning light, the one there in the center. But you know what would be good as well, other than visually showing it on your tachometer and odometers? I want them to also show it on... I want them to also show it visually, like what they did in TXR3. Are we gonna have a bad time if we face off against Transdrive with a broken engine? I am now curious. Transdrive is just in a Copen. What could possibly go wrong? The smallest midget ever to grace the Wangan line. We're in par, and I'm in a busted engine. Oh, I see what you're doing, Transdrive. Okay, she feels threatened that we fight her like this. She engages NOS when necessary. When we get to 3 meters, she unleashes the NOS. Oh, you contemptible woman, you. Okay, she is much slower. I can't believe we're actually gonna do this. We're gonna fight Transdrive in a crippled Z. Oh, wait! Wow! Oh, so it does not permanently stay there. So for a certain moment in the race, crippled mode temporarily puts you in a temporary broken state. And slowly, because you're in a broken state, it's like that safe zone, that buffer, is enough room to force you back into normal status for a certain amount of time. That's neat! You technically can still progress even with a crippled engine. You just need to let it cool down. As you were resting in the parking area, someone spoke to you in a familiar voice. It's like a voice from a foreign movie dub or a TV narrator. Beautiful and resonant. Turning around, you saw a gentleman dressed in elegant clothing. Good evening, how are you? See you next week. You're on-time colonel, right? Thank you so much for earlier. Honestly, to possess such strength, I'm absolutely impressed. As the man bowed politely and spoke fluently without pause, you were a little taken aback. Behind him, a tall woman timidly appeared. Adding Transdrive to the list of women I will date. Good evening, sorry if I startled you. I'm Transdrive from the battle earlier. Do you remember me? How can I not? How can I not remember you? I drove with a crippled Z. And I am playful gentleman known as Atsuji Shigeru. My unforgettable high-sense machine, gentlemanly and dignified appearance, a voice you'll hear more than your parents, please remember me henceforth. You battle Eternal Polaris, right? We'd really like to talk to her. She's such an amazing driver, but when we approach her, she wouldn't say a word. I think we might have scared her. I wonder why, with such a gentlemanly person as myself and the incredibly modest Transdrive when not behind the wheel. Oh, guys, imagine the ad-libs I'm gonna have with these two. There's no reason for anyone to feel scared, don't you agree? Can it be my fault after all? You see, when they take the wheel, my personality changes. During bouts, I get so absorbed I can't even recognize myself. Terrifying intensity is the perfect description. Yes, a compliment of course. But from my observation, Polaris doesn't seem like type to be easily scared. She speaks through her driving, not words. A stoic type perhaps. So how thrilling. The mysterious girl you encountered that day, it seems many are captivated by her driving. When you meet her again, will you be able to exchange words? Oh, I love the new band name. I'm keeping that. Okay, now that we've already beaten the bosses of stage 1 for the new generation arc, does that mean, do I have to face off against the others? Okay, we got a lot. Oi Minami. Okay, no, we're done with a Rise of the New Generation, it seems. Where's Infinity? I'm now curious. We can beat Infinity, and then Red Pollution is next. Oh wait, Red Pollution's part. Damn it! And then Rhythm Box is on C1, I think, or Yokohama Upbound. Fresh Market. We don't need to beat everyone in Chapter 1. We just need to beat at least 2 teams. You know what? Before we do end the stream, we're gonna finish the Bastards arc of Red Pollution and Infinity. We're no longer gonna be maintaining our win streak as long as possible. We are going to fight them. If I'm gonna do a long win streak, I'm gonna do it on the offline cut. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one's a newcomer, the rest are the Saja boys. And the team leader's Guima. So I think this one is Ginu. Alright, time to face off against Ginu. Infinity used to be one of the strongest teams in Stage 2 of Yokohama, but I digress. They maybe aren't as good as I thought they were. Okay, time to fight Guima. Okay, he's still in the 34, copy. A bit of a downsize compared to his Street Supremacy look. Nos ain't gonna help you, Guima. Also, I kind of prefer his nickname more Marvelous than Lovely Invincible or Mr. Invincible. Yeah, I'd rather have his nickname to be Marvelous instead. Yep, Street Supremacy also has that too. So we're gonna jump to Red Pollution. That would be like our last. At least clear of the bastards. So Red Pollution, we only need 2 more and then the team leader appears. One is... Damn it, it's a Daikoku. The other one is right here. So OE upward. Wait, is it the Veil Side kit? Isn't it the one that looks like the GT 500 front bumper? The street spec GT 500 front bumper? Alright, so this one, and then out, and then the last one before triggering the team leader. And then we can fight off against the bastards bosses. Hopefully, if I'm right. Oh, that one! Right. Now I remember. It's the other front bumper I was thinking of. No, wait. That was his TXR3 look. You're right. Street Supremacy has the look that is kind of close to the Veilside one. Yes, the drag-looking kit. And the last member of Red Pollution before the leader is, yeah, Daikoku Futo. I need the perk where I could just go to a parking area and then teleport to the next parking area instead. We do not have that perk yet. We can just instant transmission to the next one. Oh no, wait. No. Go to options. Let's re-enable. Okay, autosave is on. Red Pollution, give me where you are at. Okay. Ukishima. By the way, if you're liking the stream, don't forget to leave a like. It would totally help. So that by next week, which by the way is my birth weekend, I would continue this stream of TXR 2025 next Saturday. Because unlike other content creators who kind of speedrun through them, I want us to enjoy our moment with TXR, like in proper amounts. It's the better way to enjoy it rather than just simply binge it all in one go. Hey, thanks for the birthday greet, Trustin. Oh yeah, right. Pride Killer used to be part of Highway Outlaw, I think. Now, question though for this guy. Would he Mad Stranger, would he have the same weird thing that happens with him? Like that axle boost? Guess not. Yep, it doesn't have it anymore. Now, will we be kicked out into a parking area? We're not. Oh no, wait, there he is. Yeah, we need to head home to trigger Golden Hanya. And Case Gaming and Real Talk just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Okay, where's Majima at? Oh, near C1. Oh, wait, now I remember this. Crimson Kid would be joining the ambush. If you remember that back in early access. Golden Wisdom ain't wisdom no more. He's called Hanya Man. The reason why we call Golden Hanya as Majima, because remember, the tattoo behind Majima in the Yakuza series is a Hanya mask. And one of his alternate egos in Yakuza Kiwami is called Hanya Man. Yeah, that one perk behind just is concerning for me. Yep, called it. Crimson Kid is now joining the fray. Bro, what's happening with the truck? Yeah, if we were in the 8.6 Swift or the MX-5, this is a little hard. But again, we're Daiki right now, so it should not be a problem. We can just blitz through everything Stage 1, Prologue 1 and 2 gives us, which is how things should be. Now, knowing we have been through the early access build. Yep, we get kicked back into the parking area. After finishing your battle returning to the PA, Crimson Child and Golden Hanya approach you. It seems they have no intention of letting you leave. Good day, Daiki. You're sharp as ever, aren't you? Hey, bro, hey, Aniki, didn't I tell you? It's been a while since someone this entertaining showed up with a Shudo. I can't say losing to a rookie like you just started racing is amusing or worth celebrating, unlike Masamichi here. You're not being honest, Daiki. Don't take it personally, okay? Masanori Aniki usually doesn't get along with younger ones. Maybe because he's an old man? No. After all, he doesn't get along with our leader. Let me explain that makes sense to you, rookie. We, the Kurosaki brothers, are part of Phantom 9. Not that we're happy about it. I don't mind though. Anyway, Phantom 9 was formed 4 years ago. At the time, a street racer named Snake Eyes dominated the expressway, taking down the prominent racers one after another, forcing many teams to disband. The team he led was us, Phantom 9. After that, a lot happened. Snake Eyes is still obsessed with their rival. A rematch against Snake Eyes and the fastest street racer of the expressway, Swift Emperor. That's Snake Eyes' goal and by extension the aim of us in Phantom 9. Revenge against Swift Emperor, Phantom 9 is driven by vengeance. It's not the passion for racing, it's an intense flame of hatred, one that seeks to burn everything to ashes. What I really like is that it took us from 2000, at least on the PS2 releases, to 25 years later for us to have a proper, coherent TXR story. And I'm just checking if there's anything extra. No, there's not. Okay, so in terms of racers, that's where we're gonna end tonight's stream. So in a sense, I thank you so much for enjoying a refresh of Stage 0 and Stage 1. I know we still have Stage 2, where we get to face against the Kurosaki brothers again with Iron Old Man and Yami Tengu. By the way, any spoilers that are aligned with early access are the only amounts of spoilers I'll let chat have, okay? So a bit of some spoiler there. So in the Legends arc, if we go back here to the map, the moment we clear at least 2 of them, Rhythm Box, Fresh Market, and or Phase X, once we clear them out, we get to fight off against Jackknife and Bloodhound. Now, I think there may be a certain change there, or I could be wrong. Maybe it's just Jackknife, and then Bloodhound will appear on the next set, followed by maybe Dejected Angel. And because on chapter 2, we get to face off against DA. She's confirmed. New generation, it will be Shua Strong and Every Little Bit Warrior on the BRZ. So we get Pepsi Man and Game Boy, literally. In the Bastards arc, we get to face off against all 3 Kurosaki brothers in Alder Lavorgs, followed by Yami Tengu, the otaku of Phantom 9. And once they're done, we get to face off against Polaris in her Stage 2 R33. And our last bit would be Cinderella Senpai. So, semi-boss would be Polaris, final boss of Stage 2 would be Midnight Cinderella. Now, again, when I am making this live streams, our main focus will be just to complete through the story. If we miss out on certain team members, c'est la vie. It is what it is. But when I do the offline edit, I would beat everyone. I'll beat everyone in the offline edit, which again will not happen until I finish Importuner Challenge. So please, your subscriptions, your support, your likes, your shares, your comments, post live stream would be most helpful in, you know, encouraging and hopefully helping me get some funding to get that animation out and done with. And wow, King's Gaming Real Talk, wow, you're 42 coming this December, so advance HBD to you too as well. So yeah, TXR, definitely best racing game of the year. Forza what? Horizon what? Gran Turismo what? Need for Speed what? That's all. That's all. Japanese Drift Master what? I'm sorry, okay? The King is back. Even with full release, the King is back. And I hope they still continue to cook on... I hope they still continue to cook over on post-launch updates. And don't worry, next week, we're gonna continue this. And hopefully, we get a bit of taste of Chapter 3. I'm not gonna touch this progress, but I will back up my original ones for the offline Let's Play, which won't happen for some time. But also, when it's up, do look forward to the TXR animation, aka the TXR mini anime, on top of my race against Phantom 9, the original first set of Phantom 9 in Importuner Challenge. In my other games, look out for Racing Master's review of the Alfa Romeo 4C Roadster, because that's already the confirmed banner car come October 11th. So look out for that one. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Play of... Actually, Let's Stream of TXR.